ornament.
It was just listed a few weeks ago and it's already a bestseller.
At first glance, you would swear it was handmade, layered, 3D, maybe even sculpted. However, if you take a second look at the listing, you'll notice the design is actually completely flat. No resin, no engraving. Just a regular print-on-demand ornament using a sneaky AI trick. Today, I'm showing you exactly how sellers are using AI to make fake 3D ornaments that look crazy real. My research strategy for quickly finding emerging trends like this before they're oversaturated. How to add automated personalization to save you time and increase your listing conversion rates. And the #1 Christmas niche that I would recommend listing in your store right now, even if you're a brand new seller who's never sold anything online. Be sure to stay until the end because I'm going to be sharing 3 insider strategies that top sellers are using to increase their quality listing scores, to rank higher in Etsy, and how to ethically ensure your customers understand that they're receiving a flat print and not a 3D sculpted ornament, so you can avoid customer service headaches and even bad reviews. First, let's talk about how I find trends on Etsy before they're oversaturated. I use Etsy Radar, which is a brand new Etsy research tool from Profit Tree. This tool allows you to sort products by listing age, which is exactly how I found this trend.
Going onto Etsy and then searching ornaments, I'm going to then filter by physical items. Then I'm going to go into the URL and switch out the word star for best. This will allow me to sort the search results by bestsellers. Then I'm going to run my Etsy Radar, which is a Chrome extension that allows me to see my competitors' data. I can then sort by things like price, monthly sales, monthly revenue, and total revenue. But for this example, I want to sort by listing age. And now I can see the bestsellers that are ranked and getting sales even though they're less than a month old. Then I'm going to click into these listings and see if I notice a pattern or a trend that has low competition. This is also a great way to discover in-demand niches with lower competition. Scrolling across, I can see other really insightful data points, including whether or not they offer free shipping or personalization. And you'll quickly notice that most of them do not offer free shipping, and almost all of them are personalized. So most of the best-selling ornaments here are personalized. We'll talk a little bit more about that later and that personalization automation tool that allows for live previews so customers can quickly see exactly what their custom ornaments are going to look like, which also increases conversion rate. Now, I do currently have the lifetime deal that Profit Tree is offering for a limited time. So some data may be blurred, such as conversion rate and visibility score, but a lot of other really helpful information is available, including the ability to sort by listing age, revenue, monthly revenue, and sales, which are super valuable ways of doing trend research on Etsy. The lifetime deal that is currently available is one payment of $67, and this will unlock all the tools I showed you today. They are only offering this for a limited time, so make sure you check this out using the link in the description below.
Now let's hop on over to Kittl, an AI-powered design software we can use to create these highly realistic 3D designs. You can use the link in the description to try Kittl for free if you want to follow along. All right, guys, so once you're in Kittl, you'll select Start a New Design. Then we're just going to do a standard 1200 by 1200 pixel canvas. And then I'll select Create. Then in the left toolbar, I'll select the Kittl AI. For this one, I'll be using Nano Banana, which is a fast, high-quality generator. Then I'm going to paste my prompt in. And this prompt will be in the description box below. Then I'll select Generate Image. And I'm actually pretty happy with this. I think this adds a lot of value. It has a really cool 3D effect. I like the eucalyptus and the gold bows and sort of the iridescent look here. There are lots of ways to add new value to really stand out in the market. You could even take into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT for some additional ideas of how to add new value while staying on trend. I'm actually going to leave the trim blank because this is where I'll be adding my personalization. Now, because I don't want to lose that 3D effect, I'm actually not going to remove the background here like I normally would. When I remove the background, I lose the backdrop 3D effect. You could upscale this. Then I'm ready to download this. I'll just select the download icon here. I do want this to be printed at 300 dpi so that it's a really crisp, clear image. Once again, not going to remove the background because when we do, we'll lose that shadow effect. And this will be on a white ceramic ornament anyway, so it's not really going to be noticeable. Optimize quality, and then download as a JPEG. And then I'm ready to download this to my device. Earlier, I mentioned the importance of personalization. When I go to Etsy and search ornaments, it's immediately clear that the listings ranking on page 1 are overwhelmingly personalized ornaments. This tells me something big. Personalization isn't just a nice touch. It's one of the key attributes of best-selling listings in this product category, and one of the most effective strategies to boost your conversion rate. The challenge, of course, is that personalization can be extremely time-consuming. It often means creating custom proofs, sending them back and forth to customers, and waiting for approvals before you can even fulfill the order. But that's where Anywhere POD completely changes the game. It's a personalization automation tool that offers live previews, allowing your customer to enter the details, edit the personalization themselves, and instantly see results. No manual edits, no back and forth messaging, and no delays. With this tool, you can offer a premium, personalized shopping experience that Etsy buyers love without adding hours to your workflow. I have a link in the description. You can use the Try Anywhere POD for free for 30 days. So you can try this out and see the difference between your output and workflow. Next, we're going to head over to Anywhere POD. Then you'll connect your shop to Etsy. You can also connect it to Shopify, Canva to create templates, OpenAI, Gemini, Printify, and Decoplate, as well as other additional suppliers. We'll be creating this item in Printify. Then I'm going to scroll down to Home and Living and select Ornaments. For this product, we'll be using the ceramic 4-shape ornament. So I'm going to select Start Designing. Next, I'm ready to upload my artwork. Use the toggles to resize it so that it fits in the template. And I want to make sure it's avoiding these lines here and that I don't go too much past that, because beyond that point, the design may be cut off. Once I'm happy with the design placement, I'm going to add my text layers to create that name personalization. Then I'll grab this toggle here at the top to turn it sideways, and the toggles underneath can be used to resize it smaller or larger. Then for this layer, I do want to check personalization, and then I'll resize that name as needed. Then I'll duplicate that first name again and place it on the third stocking. Then I will update the name in the text field, and I'll make sure once again that this is marked as personalized. And then I'm ready to create the product. For this example, I'll just be creating the circle. However, you could add this design to the heart, snowflake, and star. Then I'll go in and preview mockups and make sure I'm happy with the placement, which I am. Now you can upload custom mockups that you've purchased on Etsy or made yourself to Anywhere POD and create a template so that every single time you create this product, it automatically will apply your design to any template that you upload. Once I click Show Mockup Preview, it would show all of the different types of mockups and generate and publish those to my Etsy shop without me having to manually do it, which is such a time saver and really creates an efficient workflow. It will ask you what your background color is. I'm just going to set it as white, but you could set it as any color. Then I'm ready to create my product. Once again, this is where I would add my video mockup and my mockup templates. I can even generate a video. Then I would update my title, update your description. Don't forget to add a note about this being a faux flat 3D print and not an actual 3D ornament. We'll talk more later about what you can add to your listing to ensure there's no confusion. You can also use their AI tools to generate the tags. I do recommend taking the time to do your own research. That's always the best way to create your SEO to make sure that it's validated and in demand. However, AI can definitely help. Update your profit margin. You can add bundles or other products, then click Save, and then you can publish this to your Etsy shop. You can also enable live previews so that your customers can see exactly what the product is going to look like as they edit the template, which helps increase conversion rate. Next, let's talk about the top seller strategies that can dramatically boost your quality score and conversion rate. Design alone isn't what gets you on page 1. First, take a look at any best-selling ornament listing right now. They all have high-quality, Christmas-themed mockups. Clean backgrounds, cozy styling, good lighting. That holiday feel matters. Make sure you include photos for each ornament variation you offer: ceramic, aluminum, heart-shaped, etc. And show off a few design variations so buyers can imagine their own. Notice that top sellers are using video mockups. This is a huge trust builder. A quick clip showing a rotating ornament can instantly show that your design is a flat, printed surface, not a 3D engraved ornament. It's an easy way to set clear expectations and prevent confusion. And finally, let's talk pricing. Because top shops are strategic here. Some sellers make their listings look cheaper at first glance, but there's more to it. For example, you might see a price around $6.40, but when you click in, that's actually for a digital download, not the physical ornament. Others charge a small shipping fee instead of offering free shipping. That keeps the base price lower in search results and helps their listings appear more affordable, which can increase click-through rates without hurting overall profit. So remember, professional mockups and short video demos signal quality to Etsy's algorithm and build buyer trust. Smart pricing strategies can help improve your click-through rate. If you plan on trying this new 3D technique, throw a Christmas tree and a robot emoji in the comments. In my next video, I'm sharing an untapped, low competition product that's trending right now. And trust me, it's one you do not want to miss. I'll see you guys there.